So it's almost my 5th week on, I can't really say OMAD because I have moved over to eating once every second day. But I don't think I'm going to do that forever. So I'm actually planning on doing OMAD, but while I'm feeling very strong and super motivated, I am only eating every second day. And thank you, Emma. It's definitely been an interesting journey so far. Fasting has brought up so many issues for me regarding food and my relationship with food and what I find in food. And I think I've always known this, but it's now just crystal clear. And at almost 5 weeks, I must say, I think I've got perfect control over physical hunger. It's really not a big problem. Now and again, I have some intense hunger moments, but nothing severe or nothing that'll make me give up the plan. It's quite easy to stick to it, but emotionally, it's been an intense challenge for me to find or replace the joy and the satisfaction and the pleasure food has brought to my life for such a long time. And that I have to still, that's a battle I'm still having. And I'm thinking of going to see an NLP coach to help me find ways and give me tools to try and figure out how am I going to replace the pleasure that I found in food with something else. I'm sure if I just give it time, it's like when I quit smoking 20 years ago. It was hard, and initially you think, what the heck am I going to do with myself if I don't smoke? And 20 years later, I can't even imagine to still be smoking. So I'm sure if I just give it time, it'll also settle and a natural replacement will happen. But that's just, my emotional lust is intense. And that makes me feel very empty and sad and down at times because I just feel I so long for the pleasure that I found in food. But I'm enjoying the challenge. I'm still up for it and I'm still tackling it head on. And I'm so glad that this is something I'm sorting out in my life because I do believe it's holding me back spiritually, emotionally, physically. And it's something I need to sort. And I'm doing it. Today I had an eating day, yesterday not. The day before when I broke that 48-hour fast, it was not a good day. I broke my fast while we were at a party. Very bad idea. So for the first time in almost 5 weeks, I ate some processed foods and I felt so sick. I even had a piece of chocolate cake all in my hour or more. I went a little bit over my eating window, but after 2 days I don't mind that. But I ate rubbish. Very bad idea. I really suffered. My stomach I was in agony and my blood sugar was all over the place. And I really felt really shitty. So I won't do that again. I will be more prepared. I thought I would make better choices, but I didn't. I went straight for the shitty food and the chocolate cake. But it was a good lesson. It was a really good lesson, and I couldn't wait to get back to just being in a fasted state again. And I was actually, as I was overeating and I just binged on all the party foods, I actually thought, here I go again. It's over. I couldn't stick to this plan. I'm just now gonna not be able to get back on track. Oh, wait, Emma. I am really gonna not be able to get back. But it was so amazing. 4 hours later, everything settled. My insulin probably dropped back down again, and I felt so relieved and happy to be back in my fasted phase. It was like this big relief. It's like my fasted state has definitely become my normal and happy state of being, which I'm actually surprised. I thought that was still the hard part for me, where I am definitely finding my eating window and the few hours after that is my hard phase, and my sort of, in quotes, unnatural phase. That to me is physically hard, even though there's the satisfaction of being full. Compared to in a fasted state, there's a little bit of that sort of a hungry feeling. But I love the calmness and I can't explain it, but what I feel in my fasted state is much more normal and comfortable to me, and that has definitely become my comfort phase, which is very interesting. But I bounced right back, and then today I made the most delicious, most beautiful raw lasagna. Oh, my soul. It was amazing, and I made some vegan biltong jerky, and I just had the most scrumptious, delicious, satisfying, raw, beautiful, clean, raw meal, and I felt amazing, totally content. The completely raw definitely makes it easier for me the few hours after I've eaten. That's just the way it's worked out for me. Leave this, Emma. It's not that I've ever been that big on raw. I've been vegan, but it's since I've gone on to OMAD, I have moved over to a raw diet, which is a surprise to me. I was really looking forward to having rice and curries with my family, and the energy of cooked food just does not resonate with me at this phase, and I am loving my raw foods. And I'll sometimes really crave cooked food, but then when I say to myself, okay, but I'm first going to have my salad or my raw dish, then when I've had that, I've got no desire or any cravings to continue to have cooked food. I watched such a cute clip of a guy, I'll post it at the bottom, that gives 5 tips of making OMAD easier. And one of the things that I just absolutely love is to have multiple plates of food in your meal. And I love that. So I used to really enjoy soaked oats. So now I can I do like 3 or 4, even 5 little small dishes, and I have breakfast, lunch, supper, snack. Small. I can't eat too much, so little small portions of totally different meals, all in one. And I really love that. So when I think of, oh, I'd love to have some soaked oats or this snack or that food, then I make a note, and come my eating window, then I have a little bit of all of that I plan to have. I'll often, if the kids had soaked oats, then I'll save a bowl for me for that day or the next day when I'm eating whatever. A really lovely idea. That really works well for me. Something I've also found is to have a starter to my meal and an ending. So I always I break my fast, so I start my eating window with a very watery fruit like watermelon or pawpaw or even mango, and then I end it with a cup of coffee with milk. I don't have coffee during the day. I do have adrenal function issues. One of the other reasons I am doing this fast for the healing benefits, my adrenals are not functioning optimal after 4 births and a very lack of sleep, very hectic lifestyle for the last 8 years, 2 miscarriages, my stress, busy, raising 4 little kiddies. My adrenals have taken quite a knock, and that has not recovered, even though I've been on natural remedies. And I must say, I can feel an improvement since I've been fasting. I can feel my adrenals settling, but coffee and caffeine, I like it. I've got a very love-hate relationship with caffeine. I love it, but it hates me. So I am avoiding coffee. I'll have decaf at the end of my meal, and I love that. I really also find that I have to do some exercise, even if it's just walking. I think I have mentioned that, but your body needs to know, your muscles needs to be used. So very important to have some form of activity in a state of fasting. During your fast, you definitely need to do some form of exercise. I do very moderate. I really just go for it. It's about a 3.5 kilometer walk, and I don't overdo it. And I do some random skipping rope, and that's it. But I do feel that releases some feeling good hormones, all the endorphins, and I have to do it. Makes me feel better. I also wanted to mention I went for a Neurobian vitamin B shot at our local pharmacy. Wow, I needed that. I have never had a vitamin B injection. I am going again in a week, and then every month from now on. I've been always taking vitamin B supplements, but and B12 being vegan, but wow, it's changed a lot for me. I really felt so much better after that, so I can definitely recommend going for the multi we call it a neurobium vitamin B. Worked amazing. Another link that I also share at the bottom is of a guy that says things to watch out for on the OMAD. And just remember, it's not a life sentence, it's a tool that you use to improve your health, weight loss, whatever you're using. It's not a life sentence. If something happens and you need to eat or you need to drink, then do it. And use it to your advantage. Just have some balance. I am a black and white type person, so I tend to really stick to what I've decided. But I just love the way how he said it's not a life sentence. You're not in a jail. If there's a day that you with friends and family and food is part of that, when that does happen, I am gonna make better choices with food. I will not have junk food again. Not after 48 hours of fasting. Your body just, wow, cannot, and all mine can't. But if the situation is such that you need to be part of a social connection set up with other people, this is not a life sentence. I will indulge and then change my eating hour, my window, and enjoy it with friends and family. That is about what I wanted to say at almost 5 weeks. At 6 weeks, I am going to be sharing my first before and after photos. I am really losing weight beautifully. I am so impressed, and I am so happy seeing it in my clothes. I am completely out the jean that I started with, and it's not even 5 weeks. I tried to wear it today. It's just too baggy, unless I wear a belt, but I don't like a belt with a pants, so I will not be able to. I'm out of my first jean and into the next size. So I have lost one full size. I am down from a 38 to a 36. That's which is I think a 16 to a 14. And wow, I am very impressed. I am very happy. It's more than I actually have hoped for. and I'm happy with that. So, bye.